Good evening and welcome to the news. I am Dinesh Rentle. Here are today's headlines. Campaigning for the third phase of the Lok Sabha elections ends today. Government to build parking lots in different parts of the city to decongest Shillong city. Cancer is on the rise in the state. Dr. Anisha Maulong urges people to come forward for screening. And the Dorbar Chnong Chiliang's Rights, Art and Cultural Committee organizes the annual Palar Celebration. The news in detail. Campaigning for the third phase of the Lok Sabha elections ends today. Political leaders are holding back-to-back rallies in favor of their party candidates. Voting in this phase will be held in 93 constituencies, spread over 10 states and the Union Territory of Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. In Uttar Pradesh, many candidates hold roadshows and door-to-door campaigns. In Madhya Pradesh, meanwhile, election campaigning ended at 6 p.m. today for 9 Lok Sabha constituencies. In Chhattisgarh, electioneering ended at 5 p.m. today in the 7 parliamentary constituencies. It may be mentioned various parties are trying their best to win over voters in their favour. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma on Friday said that the government is discussing the traffic congestion issue in the city. Speaking to the media after the meeting, Conrad Sangma said that to decongest Shillong city, the government has taken up this issue by building parking lots in different parts of the city. He also said that they have used more government property to build parking lots, such as the one in Barrick Point, Phan Nonglai Park and other places. When all happens, they will have more open space.
And the vehicles which are parked on the road now will be parked in the parking spaces, and we'll get space to also expand the road. For example, we are going to be expanding the road and creating footpaths from Shillong Club all the way going up to the Governor House Junction and all the way going to the Pinewood Junction. So there the land of the forest, the tourism and the forest department, which is Watts Lake, we will take some space from there, extend the boundary wall and create a walking space for the pedestrian so that people have a space to walk out there. So these kind of micro plannings were done on the correct time. We will give you more details about it, but all these were discussed and we have approved all these, not approved, but we have seen the presentation today.
The head of Department for Oncology, Shillong Civil Hospital, Dr. Anisha Maulong, has urged people to come forward for screening even as cancer is on the rise in the state. Addressing a press conference on Saturday, she pointed to the Meghalaya Cancer Prevention and Early Detection Mission, which is being initiated throughout the state in all districts to train staff for screening all eligible population for cancer. Dr. Maulong expressed concern that people are still scared of being diagnosed with cancer. She said that the state of Meghalaya tops in esophageal cancers and comes second in head and neck cancer. She urged the public to get themselves screened at least once in 3 to 5 years.
Why? Because the government knows that cancer is a disease. I think this kind of mass screening has not been undertaken by any state. I don't think so. So I think our public should actually appreciate the government who is investing, on such a big initiative. Why? Because the government knows that cancer is a disease which is preventable if detected early, especially in our state.
The Don Bosco Youth Centre, under the supervision of its director, Father Michael Makri, and Assistant Professor of St. Anthony's College, Jacob Schiller, took the step to provide free coaching classes to students appearing for the Common University Entrance Test at Don Bosco Youth Centre in Lightmkra. Jacob Schiller said that 300 students have registered for the program, but only around 200 have attended the coaching classes every Saturday. Students said that the coaching class has benefited them and thanked the director of Don Bosco Youth Centre and Professor Jacob for the initiative. The ongoing water crisis in Meghalaya, including Shillong, has led to major hardships for residents. A large number of residents in Shillong today expressed concern over the issue while requesting the government to look into the matter of preserving water sources and ensuring continuous water supply to them. It may be mentioned that both Shillong and Tura are reeling under water shortage following the drying up of resources. Meanwhile, today's rainfall in the morning for some time has encouraged people, and they are hoping that the weather will be kind to Meghalaya like it was before.
जल पानी का बहुत दिक्कत हो गया था। हम लोग बाहर से भी पानी मंगा के मतलब यूज कर रहे थे और गवर्नमेंट ने भी बोला था कि और 1 महीना अगर बारिश नहीं होगा तो पानी का और ज़्यादा दिक्कत होगा, पूरा सूखा पड़ जाता था। लेकिन भगवान का कृपा है कि बारिश हुआ, बोल के हम लोग को बहुत राहत मिली।
क्योंकि जिस तरह से गवर्नमेंट ने एडवाइजरी जारी किया था कि मौसम हीट वेव जो है होने वाला है, तो लोगों के बीच काफ़ी डर था, बट ये जो बारिश हुआ इससे काफ़ी रिलैक्सेशन मिला है और हम उम्मीद करेंगे आगे भी थोड़ा ऐसी बारिश होती रहे ताकि पानी की समस्या भी ना हो।
देखिए क्लाइमेट चेंज हो गया है। देखिए जैसे पहले पेड़ पौधे थे काफ़ी काटे गए हैं और पहाड़ों का भी कटाई हो रही है धीरे धीरे, उससे भी कुछ काफ़ी प्रभाव पड़ा है। तो प्रकृति से छेड़छाड़ से कुछ ये रिजल्ट देखने को मिलते हैं। लेकिन कल एक एकादशी थी, उससे योग शुरू हुए, धीरे धीरे बारिश आना शुरू हो जाएगी।
The annual Palar Celebration, organized by the Dropin's Rights, Arts and Cultural Committee, concluded yesterday with 2 family dramas and a community feast. This year's event featured 2 theatre productions, Slabha, written and directed by Mr. Sylvester Lanong, which explored the theme of mixed marriages, and Kurnyat, written and directed by Shri K.C. Roypade, which delved into the personal behaviour of 2 sisters and the challenges faced by the younger sister in an early marriage. The Palar Celebration is a traditional cultural event passed down by ancestors before the sowing season. The Senior Citizen Drop-in Centre and Daycare Centre located at Latlabo near Kyang Nangba Stadium was inaugurated yesterday by the Additional Deputy Commissioner of West Jaintia Hills District, M.B. Tongper. Operated by the Joai City YMCA with support from the District Social Welfare West Jaintia Hills District, the centre aims to provide assistance to elderly individuals in need of special care and support. The centre will initially cater to 25 elderly individuals, operating from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mr. Tongper, the ADC, emphasized the significance of such a centre in providing social interaction for older individuals, noting that as people age, they tend to have fewer friends.
Dalam community centers, piwan hangni pia shongkai, la pandang tiki jingle kan iludu kanu tang baja biria banyak sultan kataru kanu bajing kemen kemaar community senior citizens ka information ka knowledge of la gadam ka dia bashar khai da piwan ka ongru experience it counts in the end.
Meghalaya is facing a dire situation as temperatures soar above normal, signalling alarming climate shifts. Maximum temperatures have soared above normal levels in various districts, with both Garo Hills and Khasi Jaintia Hills feeling the impact. But today's rainfall has given hope to the people. Here's a report.
24th, the maximum temperature was in the range of 34 and 39 degrees centigrade in many parts of the district in Garo Hills and Ribhoi, and 24 to 27 degrees centigrade in parts of Khasi and Jaintia Hills. Amid the ongoing heat wave, the state government has directed educational institutes across the state not to organize sports or any outdoor activities to avoid the ill effect of the heat wave on children. Direction was also given to ensure adequate hydration facilities must be made available on the school premises. In line with this, DT News Meghalaya team visited some of the lesser-known schools in Shillong City to bring to light how they are coping up with the situation. While visiting one of the schools located in the city, GBH School, Golfling, this school has got a water supply from PHE, but is not getting enough and has resorted to buying water from outside sources. Headmistress of the school, Anju Chetri, narrated the ordeal. Similarly, in another school, the headmaster of Roop Rekha School in the city explained how they are dealing with the situation.
In providing like water everywhere for the students so that those children who feel hot, and we have advised the children to drink as much water as they can. Okay, but the main thing is we have got the infrastructure, but we are not having any water facilities now. We have to buy water.
बच्चों को पानी पीने के लिए किल्लत हो रहा है, नहीं मिल रहा है पानी। बच्चों को तो हम हिदायत देते हैं कि घर से अपना पानी बोतल में लेके आओ, गर्म पानी, क्योंकि वेदर भी, क्लाइमेट भी बहुत काफी चेंज हो चुका है। पानी हम खरीदते हैं सर, अपना टंकी वगैरह में 2-2 हजार लीटर हफ्ता में पानी मैं खरीदता हूँ।
It was informed that such is the situation across various lesser-known schools in urban and rural Meghalaya, and the problem seems to be only adding up with the sources of water drying up in the state. Bureau Report, DD News, Meghalaya.
Umolang Sports Club registered a remarkable 3-run victory in the final on Saturday. The game was shortened to 10 overs due to rainy conditions, but the team's exceptional performance with both bat and ball led to their success. The final match featured a showdown between FT United X1SC Minso and Umolang Sports Club. The presentation ceremony was graced by the Assistant Director of the Directorate of Sports and Youth Affairs, Krubok Pasa, as the chief guest, accompanied by MCA President Nababrata Bhattacharjee and other dignitaries. The tournament was organised by the West Jaintia Hill District Cricket Association in July, with 10 teams participating. And now for the weather. The maximum temperature recorded was 22 degrees Celsius with the minimum temperature at 14.2 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 62%, rising to 78% in the evening,